Let's see. All right, so Zoom. I got it. All right, let's see what to do over here because I'm alive now. Live. I got to check it out over here. I guess. Okay, going to change. I'm finished with this. What's that? Oh, okay, just leave it out there. Now, edit video. Edit video. I guess integrating over here. Go private, go public. Done. I guess over here. No. Home. Here, China. Upload thumbnail. Let me see what I can do here. Upload thumbnail from desktop. No. No items. September 12. This one over here. There you are. That's it. No. Save. All right. I suppose now it's going on. I suppose it's going on now. Change save. I can see myself. I guess stream where they go. Notifications. Premiering in 30 minutes. Interesting. No. Oh. Good morning via Zoom, yes. I turn off. I can see it. Uh-oh. What time is it? 6:31? and Quebec. Well, let's check it out over here, what to do over here, okay? So I'm here, well, now, I guess I could actually share. Application window, view detail, YouTube Studio. Yeah, I can share this. Share. All right, I share it now. This is what I want. Okay, this is what I want. Let me see what to do over here. All right, so I put this in the corner over here. And I'll open up. I guess I can hear myself. Let me see. Yeah. All right, so I put this in the corner over here. And I'll open up. Yeah, it's working. I guess I can hear myself. Let me see. Yeah, that's working. Yeah. Uh-oh. This is great. This is great. Absolutely great. And the best is that I'm alive right now. There you are. Okay. I got what I want. I got this over here in the corner. This is Zoom. And yeah, everything is ready to go. What about this light? Let's see. I guess it's much better. I don't know. I don't know. Background. What do you think, guys? This background is okay? I believe so, yeah. It's okay. Let's see if I can share with you guys this one over here. Because I'm interested to look. She said what? Zoom logo for live stream. But before getting started this video, make sure to subscribe 5 minutes solution. So first of all, you want to open Zoom web portal and log in into your Zoom account here and click on my account. And once you're here, click on settings. And make sure to select meeting tab here and click on schedule meeting and scroll down. And here you'll find this add watermark option. Oh, this is what I'm interested in. All right, let's try it up. Let's try it up. Let's try it up. Oh, this is what I'm interested in. All right, let's try it up. All right. I double checking on my laptop as well, and at the same time, this is my desktop over here. And in order to go to Zoom, I believe I could actually, no, I gotta check it out over here. You can make bigger, I guess.
I guess, yeah, for sure, why not? Over here, schedule meeting, more participants, meeting, workplace. Activities going on. Meeting. Meeting. My screen. Huh. Uh-huh. So I can move this screen somewhere like interesting. And then what? All right. Back to the host tools. Chat, rename themselves, unmute themselves, start video, share documents, share whiteboard, share note, collaborate with Zoom applications, set meeting timers, record to computer, request to record to computer, request host to start cloud recording. Look, lock meeting, enable waiting room. What? So, what was the idea? The idea is to remove the watermark. That was the idea, eh? Suspend the participant activity. No, it's still not perfect. I guess some issues in the bar, like high profile locked meeting. You're locked the meeting. No one else can join. Uh-oh. I don't want that. I don't want that. Host tool. Are we unlock? Yes, unlock now. Share. Share. Advanced setting. Sharing options. No. Participants. More over here. Record. Break rooms. Documents. Notes. Whiteboard. Live stream. Reset to default. That's okay. That's okay. I will check it out later on.
Zoom over or whatever. So
All right. I goes just share. YouTube. Share. That one over here. Share. All right. Okay. Let's do something. Let's do something. I guess I could fix it out that later on. How can I take this off from here? This is the, oh, okay. It's automatically get out. Zoom detail, video detail. I got this. Let's see what happened with the news. And the news, let's go to CNN media company, CNN elections. Yeah, let's check it out, the elections news. election 2024 campaign news, presidential polls, and the CNN. We are now on the page of CNN, and today, one more time, is the 20th of September. Tomorrow start officially the autumn in the East Coast of the United States and Canada, North America. Usually, when I say that, in Spanish, let's go to CNN. All right, I got it. I just want to check it out. With that, is everything else okay? Live. Okay, this is basically Good Morning World. I'm Omar Diaz. I'm sitting over here in my place where I am living, actually, and southern Quebec. Let's say the eastern part of Quebec, actually, because yeah, I live in like at 15 kilometers, 50 kilometers south of Quebec City, and I'm broadcasting. This is live broadcasting from my YouTube channel for you guys because I testing the application. And this is Zoom, so I actually could broadcast as well. I use as well different application like OBS, yeah, software. Those software. Why Democrat? Well, this is the news happening in CNN Election Center 2024. Your guide to the 2024 election cycle. You got election news over here. I'm a black Nazi. Whoa. This is North Carolina GOP nominee for governor made dozens of disturbing comments on porn forum. What? This is recently happened yesterday or happened 10 years ago. Doesn't matter. People use we are in election time. People use anything in order to gain attention from the people. So let's check it out. This is the picture over here. Apparently there is some individual who says something and it's resonated now. I don't know. It's tough to be politicians. I don't know. Let's put on Zoom over here to read this news. Okay, it's coming from CNN. Mark Robinson, the controversial and socially conservative Republican nominee for governor in North Carolina, made a series of inflammatory comments on a pornography website's message board more than a decade ago. There you are, more than a decade ago. That's not recent, it's 10 years ago, in which he referred to himself as a black Nazi and expressed support for reinstating slavery. A CNN Kiev investigation found, despite a recent history of anti-transgender rhetoric, Robinson said he enjoyed watching transgender pornography. A review of archive message found in which he also referred to himself as a perv. Well, I guess if you're an active politician, I guess that you need to avoid this kind of situation. The comments, which Robinson denied making, predate his entry into politics and current stint as North Carolina's lieutenant governor. They were made under a username that CNN was able to identify as Robinson by matching a litany of biographical details and a shared email address between the two. Many of Robinson's comments were gratuitously sexual and lewd in nature. They were made between 2008 and 2012 on Nude Africa, a pornography website that included a message board. The comments were made under the username Minil Solert. Monica Robinson used frequently online. Robinson lists as his full name on his profile for Nude Africa, as well as an email address he used on numerous websites across the internet for decades. CNN's reporting only a small portion of Robinson's comment on the website given their graphic nature. Screenshots show Robinson used Minisord, Minisordr, all over the internet. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson used the same Allah and email he used on Nude Africa across several social media platforms. Through many of those accounts haven't been active in years. You got this, we are live, so you can see the picture over there. You can see what I see as well. There is a screenshot of different platform, Pinterest, Black Planet, Twitter, YouTube. You got the same thing, a mini soldered. Yeah, he cannot deny. Many of Robinson's, what the fuck? What is this? What is this? What is that? It was what? It was an advertisement? Aggressive advertisements, eh? We need to read something about sometimes. Many of Robinson's comments on Nude Africa stand in contrast to his public stance on issues such as abortion and transgender rights. Publicly, Robinson has fiercely urged that people should use bathrooms only that correspond to the gender they were assigned at birth. He has also said transgender women should be arrested for using women's restrooms. If you're a man on Friday nights and all of a sudden Saturday you feel like a woman and you want to go in a woman's bathroom in the mall, you will be arrested or whatever we got up to you. Whatever we did to you, Robinson said in the campaign rally in February 2024. We are going to protect our women. Interesting. Yet privately, under the username Minisord, is Minisordr, on Nude Africa, Robinson graphically described his own sexual arousal as an adult from the memory of secretly peeping on women in public gym shower as a 14 years old. Robinson recounted the story as a memory he said he is still fantasized about. I came to that spot that was a dead end, but I had two big bed covered over it, and it just so happening that overlooked the shower. So I sat there for about an hour and watched as several girls came in and showered, Robinson wrote on Nude Africa. CNN is not publishing the graphic sexual details of Robinson's story. I went peeping again the next morning, Robinson wrote, but after that I went back, the letter was locked. So those 2 times were the only time I got to do it. Memories, he said. Another comment on Nude Africa. Nude Africa is a pornographic website, so it's okay, you know. He said Robinson discussed his affinity for transgender pornography. I like watching tranny on girl porn. That's fucking hot. He checked the man out while leaving the man in, Robinson wrote. And yeah, the perv too, he said. In an interview with CNN on Thursday, Robinson repeatedly denied that he made the comment on Nude Africa. This is not us. These are not our words, and this is not anything that is characteristic of me, Robinson said. Presented with a litany of evidence connecting him with the Minisord username on Nude Africa, Robinson said, I'm not going to get into the minutiae and how somebody manufactured this. This salacious tabloid lies, he said. CNN first reached out to Robinson Tuesday morning with evidence connecting him to the comments of New Africa. It took his campaign 2 days to respond and issue a denial. During his interview with CNN, Robinson repeatedly said the issues that faced North Carolinians were more important than what he called tabloid trash. And he steered the conversation toward attacking his opponents on the race. Democrat Josh Stein, State Attorney General. We are not getting out of this race. There are people who are counting us to win this race, Robinson said. Okay, there is a picture of the guy campaigning for Lieutenant Governor in 2020. Robinson advocated for a complete abortion ban without exceptions. He later expressed regret in 2022 for paying for his now wife to have an abortion in the 1980s. What's going on? I guess let's see. What's up? Avery writes, me dice que no sabía que mi canal tenía un interés. Let's say definitivamente es una votante de Trump, digo de Milley, pero está arrepentida. Estoy transmitiendo en YouTube Live vía Zoom. Si quieres entrar y hablamos en inglés. Zoom. Te envío invitación. Puedes entrar con tu radio program. Radio program, you got it. What is up? All right, I want to go back. I want to go back over there. All right, so I'm able to video participants, invite, invites. All right, let me see. Email, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, contact. Benjamin, I believe. It's not. No. Copy invite link. Copy invite. Invite link has been copied to clipboard. Okay, let me see if I can deliver this. Paste. Meeting passcode. Meeting passcode 661921. I don't know. I hope this is working. All right. So what now? Let's see if he can react. That doesn't matter. And what now? All right, we keep reading over here. I believe so. All right, over there. Huh. Let me see if we can move my camera from here to there. I guess it's okay. That's much better. It's much better over there. All right, so let's keep reading over here. A history of controversial statement. Campaign for Lieutenant Governor 2020. Robinson advocated for a complete abortion ban without exceptions. He later expressed regret in 2022 for paying for his now wife to have an abortion in the 1980s. Okay, now campaigning for governor. He wants to be governor. He said he support a so-called heartbeat will ban abortion when a heartbeat is detected approximately 6 weeks, with exception for rape, incest, and health of the mother. But writing as mini source on New Africa in December 2010, Robinson said he did not care about a celebrity having an abortion. I don't care, just want to see the sex tape, Robinson wrote. In another thread, commenters consider whether to believe the story of a woman who says she was raped by her taxi driver while I'm intoxicated. In response, Robinson wrote, and the moral of this story, don't fuck a white bitch. Oh. Robinson, who will become North Carolina's first black governor if elected, also repeatedly maligned civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., attacking him in such an intensive term that a user accused him of being a white supremacist. Get that fucking coming bastard off the National Mall, Robinson wrote about the dedication of the memorial to King in Washington, D.C. by then President Barack Obama. I'm not a KKK. They don't let black join. If I was in a KKK, I will have called him Martin Lucifer Kuhn, Robinson responded. CNN's reporting on Robinson's comments come a few weeks after the Assembly and North Carolina digital publication reported that Robinson frequented local video pornography shops in the 1990s and 2000s. Story cites 6 people who interact and saw him frequent the story of Greensboro, North Carolina. A spokesperson for Robinson called the story false and complete fiction. Despite earning the full endorsement of former President Donald Trump and the North Carolina Republican Party, Robinson faces an uphill battle in the race for governor against Stein. Robinson's story, history of controversial remarks, including mocking school shooting survivors, his past support for total abortion bans without exceptions, for rape or incest, despairing the civil rights movement have been a consistent theme in the race. Recent public polling shows Robinson is losing to Stein. Here's a video. I don't know if I can play this because the audio is it's okay. I will not just don't play that for now. No, the sound is I cut off the sound. Doesn't all matter. It just doesn't make sense. On the New Africa website, on both comments on his profile, Mini-Soldiers offered numerous details that align precisely with Robinson's personal history. And his profile, Mini-Soldiers, listed his full name as Mark Robinson and disclosed a private email address Robinson used elsewhere online. In 2012, a user responded to a comment by calling Mini-Soldiers Mark. Mini-Soldiers mentioned in 2008 being married for 18 years, which corresponds with Robinson's marriage to Yolanda Hill in 1990. And 2011, Mini-Soldiers wrote that he has been married 21 years. Mini-Soldiers wrote in the 2011 post that he lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, the same town where Robinson lived at the time and currently lives. Biographical data shared by Mini-Soldiers online lines up with Robinson details. Information shared by the Alliance Mini-Soldiers on New Africa and Adult Friend Finder correlated with the publicly available biographical data for North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. There you got a screenshot over here. Yeah. So he cannot deny it for longer. He cannot do that. And the boss of 2012, Mini-Soldiers, said he served in the army in the 1980s during the same time period as Robinson. And his sexual graphic comment detailed watching woman in the shower in 2011. Mini-Soldiers wrote that his mother worked at Historical Black College and University, HBCU. Robinson's mother worked as a custodian at North Carolina AT&T State University and a HBCU located in Greensboro. Both Mini-Soldiers and Robinson often post about the same topics online, including reviews for remote control helicopters, their attraction to the specific celebrities, and their favorite Twilight Zone episode. The email address associated with Mini-Soldiers on New Africa was also used by Robinson elsewhere online and social media. On the commenting platform Discord, a user who joined in April 2011 featured Mark Robinson's photo under the username Mini-Soldiers. Usernames and email addresses from Discord were publicly leaked online in 2017, according to the company. CNN confirmed that Robinson's username Mini-Soldiers on Discord shared the same email address as the one used on Nude Africa. Robinson's Discord page is also linked to the Black social networking site Black Planet. The web archive shows the username Mini-Soldiers described himself as 40 years old in February 2009, the same age as Robinson at the time, and living in Greensboro, North Carolina, Robinson's hometown. Robinson has frequently used the username Mini-Soldiers elsewhere on the internet. On X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, Robinson once used the Mini-Soldiers username, according to a screenshot he shared on Facebook in 2018 and data on Robinson's old tweets. A YouTube playlist for username Minisold features exclusively videos of Robinson. On Pinterest, a user Minisold released his name as Mark Robinson. The Minisold username has also posted review of products and places Robinson has also publicly recommended. On Amazon, a username Minisold reviews products frequently shared by Robinson on Facebook, including remote-controlled helicopters. And the same email address and username used on Nude Africa also left reviews on Google for 2 local businesses Robinson later posted on Facebook that he used. Robinson's unique choice of languages feeder links him to the Minisold allies on the pornographic forums. Uncommon phrases such as gag and maggot, doing their head, I don't give a frog's asshole, and I don't give it 2 shake of it, were used both by Minisold on Nude Africa and by Robinson on his personal Facebook page. Uncommon phrases used by Minisold and Robinson. Here's several examples of unique phrases used by both Minisold or Nude Africa and by North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson on his personal Facebook page. Frog's fat ass behind. Well, those screenshot is quite compromised for his political career, I believe. I don't think he's going to make it. Don't give it 2 shakes. Well, over here more gags and maggots. He doesn't even care too much. CNN has censored some graphic language and slurs. This graphic only included select examples. And the source coming from Facebook, Nude Africa, graphic CNN. Robinson is Minisold. Slavery is not bad. In a pornographic forum, Robinson revealed his unvarnished thoughts on issues such as race, gender, and abortion. Written on a forum discussing Black Republicans on October 2010, Robinson stated unprovoked, "I'm a Black Nazi." The same month, Robinson wrote in another post that he supported the return of slavery. Slavery is not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they will bring slavery back. I will certainly buy a few, he wrote. What? This is terrible. In March 2012, Robinson wrote that he preferred the former leader of Nazi Germany, Adolf Hitler, over the leadership in Washington during his administration of Barack Obama. I don't take Hitler over any of the shit that is in Washington right now, he wrote. Robinson's comments on Nude Africa often frequently contain derogatory and racial slurs directed at Black, Jews, and Muslim people. In Australia's 7th post in October 2011, Robinson disparaged Martin Luther King in such intense terms, calling him a commie bastard, worse than a maggot, and a fucking phony, and a hipster, that a user and a threat accused him of being in the KKK. Robinson responded by directing the slur at King. In October 2010, Robinson used the anti-Semitic slur heavy when discussing how he liked the show Good Time, developed by Norman Lear, saying the show itself was a bunch of written liberal bullshit. While discussing the Taliban, he referred to Muslims as little rag-headed bastards and said that if Muslims took over, liberals will be the first one to be beheaded. Robinson also used homophobic slurs frequently, calling other users faggots. In a largely positive forum discussion featuring a photo of 2 men kissing each other, after one returned from a military deployment. Robinson wrote to so negative the comment. That is some whole sick of ass faggot bullshit, he wrote. Well, I guess he is in serious problem for his candidacy for governor of North Carolina. That will be, he will face, with this evidence, he cannot go ahead. It's impossible. In fact, if he has some like public position, I guess it's enough to resign. There you are. Right now it's 7:12 in the morning. So I'm going to read another news from election 2024. Election 2024 news. We need to check it out. What news is catching my attention as well. Upcoming election event, October 1st, CBS Vice President debate. The vice presidential nominees, Ohio GOP Senator J.D. Vance and Minnesota Democratic Governor Tim Walz will participate in a debate held by CBS. An election center features Road to 270, election calendar, presidential candidate. I guess we need to read this stuff, Road to 270. This is the number 270, the number that start today here. Israel bombard Lebanon, North Carolina, GOP nominee engulfing scandal, Anthony in first place and joint 50-50 plan, and more. CNN Road to 270 interactive. Okay, I got it. 2024 rating. Get your mop. Uh-oh. What are I reading over here? Now I want to see what's going on over here. I don't know what's going on over here. Participants. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. What's all right. Oh yeah, I know where to. I understand. I coming to understand this platform, the Zoom. So my broadcasting today is through Zoom. I use Zoom and YouTube, exactly. Both Maine and Nebraska allow electoral vote to be split, and Maine 2 of 4 electoral vote go for a statewide winner, and 1 electoral vote goes to the winner on each of the 2 congressional districts. In Nebraska, 2 of the 5 electoral votes go to the winner of the statewide vote. 1 electoral vote goes to the winner in each of Nebraska's 3 congressional districts. What is the Electoral College and why is 270 important? There is an elector for every member of the House of Representatives, 435, and the Senate, 100, plus an additional 3 for people who live in the District of Columbia. That means each state gets at least 3 electors. I thought more populous states have more, many more. Most states give all their electoral vote to the person who wins the popular vote in that state, except for Maine and Nebraska, which split some of their electoral vote. Whoever wins enough states with enough electoral vote to cross the 270 threshold became the next president. Oh. Okay, so here is here is an article about Harris isn't giving the specific some undecided voters say they want. And this is coming from CNN. But one Democratic nominee has been clear about what she is not, Donald Trump. She is either unwilling or unable to spell out a comprehensive blueprint for exactly what she will do as the 47th president. In an interview on Tuesday, the vice president mostly stuck to broad themes and headlines about her economic plan that were largely familiar from a previous big picture policy speech and her convention address. But a candidate who has been criticized by opponents by branding vibes and surfing a wave of joy refused to be pinned down on a specific and details intent, instead citing her values and background to attest to her sincerity. For instance, when asking at the Tuesday National Association of Black Journalists event how she has alleviated squeeze many Americans feel over child and elder care, she said her plan was not for family to pay more than 70% of their income and such cost, but she offered no roadmap for how she is drive major social policy reform through what is likely to be a polarized Congress next year, and didn't say how she would pay for it. And another intractable issue, the Israel-Hamas war. We're talking about Kamala Harris, and we are actually reading something from CNN. This, I believe, is an opinion for somebody, Stephen Collinson. Yeah, he says something about Kamala Harris is not really specific. And she needs to be more specific. Anyways, in Israel-Hamas war, Harris was strong on aspiration back on the specifics and seemed to fall on both sides on the issue. I absolutely believe that this war has to end, and it has to end as soon as possible, she said. And the way that will be achieved is to get in a hostage deal and a ceasefire deal done. And we are working around the clock to achieve that end, she added. Far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed, she said. Few will quarrel with her diagnosis of the situation, but the US has been pursuing the mirage of a deal for months. There is no sign Israel and Hamas want an agreement, and after months of failing diplomacy, the White House seems to be taking a breather. It might be unrealistic to expect Harris, a member of an incumbent administration, to break with Biden over the war, and she's got no power to stop it herself. But her hinting and repetitive softbite in recent weeks show little evidence of new ideas. While her debate performance flashed with projected strength, Harris is not usually a gifted political athlete and an unspontaneous, high-pressure media sit-down like ex-President Bill Clinton, for instance. And it doesn't come naturally to her to drill down deep into policy questions like Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts. This makes her vulnerable to attack by the Trump campaign and conservative media that her words silence means she's not up to being president, even if Trump often communicates in a scattershot stream of consciousness and spreading dangerous falsehood. Now, the question that could define the election. This all raises two key questions. Does it matter that Harris is hardly a policy wonk? And it is really likely that this most unusual of elections will turn on something as conventional as a policy platform. Kamala Harris is often, after all, offering herself as a fleeting chance for Americans to escape the bitterness and divisions of the Trump years. Her success of triggering the former presidents in their debate was in service of her primary goal, exposing his wild behavior and showing that he is unfit. Actually, he is Trump. He is unfit for the Oval Office. The days when presidential elections were decided by chunky policy speeches, if they ever exist, have been swept away in the social media era and by the sound and fury epitomized by the Republican nominee. And since Harris is a last-minute replacement for President Joe Biden, it's not surprising she lacked a long-established policy shop pumping out programs. Issues matter, but election also involve less defined, more emotive choices. While Trump's voters might buy into his hardline rhetoric on immigration, their bond with their candidate is often anchored in an instinctive sense that he understands them and will protect them. The vice president's success may not be confined to her policy insights on issues like abortion, though these are critical, but a sense that a different, more optimistic future is within reach with her at the top of the Democratic ticket. And the presidency, more than any other high office, tests temperaments as much as policy gravitas. Even so, voters looking for a more granular approach may be disappointed with the Democratic nominee. The list of policies recently added to the Harris campaign website is rudimentary. And good luck working out where she's break with Biden and handling the world's most pressing crisis, from the war in Ukraine to China's superpower challenge and Iran's nuclear program. The vice president has to give a major foreign policy address since became the Democratic nominee, a concern for voters who wonder how she's lead the free world. Harris' reluctance to plunge into a round of major media interviews or town hall events, and her preference for friendly social media influencers or local media is only adding to the opacity about her views. But she is not running and backing. Her undisciplined opponent is hardly a policy wonk. Trump will often switch his administration's priority on the fly and often seems to care more about himself than ideology. And Harris might be smart to avoid taking positions that could scare off disaffected Republicans and moderate urban voters she is seeking to win over. Already arch-conservative like former Vice President Dick Cheney and former Wyoming Representative Liz Cheney, with this Trump as an existential threat to the Republic, have found a way to endorse the Democratic nominee. Still, recent polls show that the Vice President has windows of opportunities to court voters who want to learn more about her, and many want details about how she's eased their economic worries, including from high prices. A New York Times Siena College poll before last week's presidential debate showed that 28% likely voters wanted to know more about Harris, and just 9% say the same about the ex-presidents. Voters in the handful of swing states that will decide the election are also telling CNN that while they were impressed with her debate performance, they still need more specific. Kamala Harris said she wants to lift up the middle class, but how? Linda Rooney, who worked for ex-South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley and the GOP primary, told CNN's John Kings last week. Rooney from the Philadelphia suburb doesn't want to vote for Trump, but voiced concern over the Democratic nominee's positions on fracking and other issues. Antonio Munoz, a veteran and retired police officer who owned a taco bar in Nevada, is leaning toward Harris, but is frustrated that she has not done more to detail her woes to help small businesses. I've been checking her website and read it, but it's not as specific, Munoz told King. We need a different plan to get over the hump with this inflation that has caused severe damage to a lot of businesses. She needs to be more direct. Okay, you got the picture over there. I guess I agree with that, eh? Yes, because I actually follow every single event of Harris around the clock, kind of. And yes, you need to be more specific, but how? That is the thing. Because it's not easy, eh? I don't know. It's not easy to be more specific. You see the picture over there from left to right, second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, Vice President Kamala Harris, Minnesota First Lady Karen Walz, and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz waved to supporters at Pittsburgh International Airport on August 18, 2024. Now, we continue the article. That's quite interesting to see a lack of a specific may give Trump less to attack. But the risk is that leaves Harris without a strong defense. She's getting criticized every day by negative ads and battleground state mocking her as an architect of an unpopular Bidenomics. She might be promised to crack down on super price going in by supermarket, but she skipped over the issues preoccupying millions of Americans on her Tuesday interview in Philadelphia and pivoted to another message. Is the price of groceries still too high? Yes. Do we have more work to do? Yes. And I will tell you, I do believe that I offer a new generation of leadership for our country that is about, in particular, turning the page on an era that sadly has shown as tempted by some anxiety fear to create division in our country, Harris said. The vice president did tour her plan to offer $50,000 tax reduction to spur small business startup, her proposal to increase the child tax credit to $6,000, and a push to increase housing stock and provide assistance to first-time homebuyers. Yet, as she often does, she spoke in generalities rather than offering step-by-step plans. And that is exactly how it should be, according to the only other female presidential nominee of a major party. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton scoffed at demands for endless policy plans for Harris. She doesn't know how to do it. She said, I'm going to just cut at the chase, Clinton told on the Kara Swincher podcast released on Monday. Policy details are not going to do it, Clinton said. I put out more policies than I think anybody else ever, and I talking about the economy every day. But literally after the election, I was told that I never talk about economy. Campaign policy is really about showing you you can govern your values in a way that can improve people's life. Clinton said Harris' principal message was the right one, namely that I'm going to help you, I'm going to protect you, I'm going to try to provide opportunities for you. Yeah, I'm agree with Hillary Clinton. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's check it out now. Some more interesting news. Kamala Harris just got one of her best polls of the year. Updating 10:56 a.m. ADT, Tuesday, September 17. Today is the 20th, so this news is 3 days ago. Let's check it out. There's a picture, a video actually from Kamala Harris sitting over there. One of the best posters in America recently came out with a latest survey, and it's a good news for Kamala Harris. The Des Moines Register Mediacom Iowa poll conducted by Shelter and Co. found Donald Trump at 47% to the vice president's 43%, within the margin of error, and stated former president has twice won comfortably. The poll was conducted last week before Sunday's apparent assassination attempts against Trump. While the Hawkeye state is unlikely to be pivotal in November, the fact that Schultz has found a close race in the state Trump has dominated could sign a good thing for Harris, both in terms of the accuracy and polling and for her chances of next door Wisconsin. What makes the census survey so important is that it's been accurate in an area when other pollsters have struggled. 4 years ago, it had Trump's up on Iowa for 7 points days before the election, when other polls has the Democrat Joe Biden in much better position. I noted at the time that the one poll is giving Trump backup among Democrat anxiety. Democrat has a good reason to worry. Not only did Trump end up winning Iowa by 8 points, he is also vastly overperforming his opponent in Wisconsin, nearly winning the states where he has tried about high single digits in pre-election polling. Trump will do significantly better in many other battleground states as well. A similar scenario playing out in 2016, Census final poll has Trump ahead by 7 points in Iowa. He went on to win for the state by 9 points on the election over Hillary Clinton, doing better than most swing state surveys say that he will. This year, a lot of people, myself included, know myself, I actually reading that something that said have wondered whether there could be another polling misfire, even as many pollsters have tried to change how they conduct and or weight the poll to prevent what happened in 2016 and 2020, they could get stats wrong. Census' latest Iowa poll, however, suggests that other pollsters which showed a race that is way too close to call are not underestimated Trump at this point. The result also makes sense when you look at the numbers coming out of neighboring Wisconsin, which has comparable demographics. Wisconsin is one of the 7 battleground states where the polling remains tight. Harris, though, has received some of her best polling from backyard states. The most recent poll from the reputed Marquette University Law School put Harris at 52% to Trump 48% among likely voters. An average of recent polls for Marquette, CBS News, YouGov, and CNN SSRS has Harris up to 4 points. A 4-point advantage is not wide and can easily be overcome by Trump, but it stands out among the other key swing states. Harris and Trump tend to be closer on other 6 battleground states: Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Moreover, the 4-point Harris edge is better than Biden's winning margin in Wisconsin in 2020. That is 0.6 point. That result fell short at the lead he had a pre-election state polling. The Badger state poll also overestimated Clinton 4 years earlier to such an extent that she became the first Democrat to lose Wisconsin since 1984. The fact that the South poll is indicate a similar shift in Harris' favor in Iowa makes me think that Wisconsin polls may be on to something. Now, a win by Harris in Wisconsin would not guarantee her victory by any stretch. Even if you give her state's 10 electoral vote, along with the states already leading her way, She just needs to carry on at least 2 of the other 6 battleground states. Carrying Wisconsin, however, will improve Harris' chance of winning. Instead of the race being roughly 50-50, most voters will give her closer to a 75% chance of winning if she won Wisconsin. That is a big shift of Harris and Harris' direction. Still, a 75% chance of victory is not a guarantee of anything. Trump's chance of winning will basically be the equivalent chance of coin landing and had 2 consecutive choices. This Southern's poll could also be an outlier, and much could change between now and Election Day. Southern's September 2020 poll was a lot more favorable to Biden, showing a tie that is the final survey that year. But the current poll is the far better result than the previous survey from June, when Biden was still in the race. It had Trump up by 18 points. The bottom line, you'd much rather have a sausage poll on your corner than not. And right now, the survey shows a better result for Harris than it did at the end of either Clinton or Biden. Interesting article by somebody. It's an article, actually, an opinion article from Harry Enton from CNN. That is, yeah. If you thinking about that, Harris is there because she's going to win. Can't say that now. Then there is another over here, such an interesting article. The website CNN actually publishing today, and this is coming up from yesterday, September 19. Why mail voters are such an important target for Harris. Vice President Kamala Harris listened to her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, speaking during a visit with members of marching bands at Liberty County High School in Huntsville, Georgia. Now, Huntsville, North Carolina. Sustained support for women has put Kamala Harris within reach of defeating Donald Trump, but her campaign is urgently working to bolster and standing with another group of voters that will ultimately determine the election, men. In the final weeks of the race, male voters are among the biggest persuasive targets for the Harris campaign, as it seeks to erode part of Trump's advantage by spending tens of millions on TV ads on Major League Baseball games, college football broadcasts, and soccer matches in the top battleground state and beyond. It is also one of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's most important assignments, particularly among white men. Kamala Harris is talking about the historic nature of this, was the Democratic running mate told supporters here at a rally. She just puts her nose down and does the work. While Harris and Walz rarely discuss gender and the historic nature of her candidacy, the size of the gender gap may help decide to outcome at the November election. The campaign is working to blow the ceiling off turning among women, one advisor told CNN, and finally, gettable men. Male voters, of course, are hardly a monolith. But the strategies of both sides have overlapping objectives, while Trump working to widen his advantage with white men while making gains among young Black and Latino voters. Harris is seeking to increase turnout among Black and Latino men, younger and older alike, even as she tried to chip away at the Republican age among white working class men. Anthony Hernandez, 36, is a key target for both campaigns. They both have acquired their qualities. They both have their flaws, said Hernandez, a North Carolina voter who is torn between Trump and Harris. It will be phenomenal to have the first female president. That is exciting. Also, Donald Trump is a strong president. He gets things done, he said. Hernandez, a nursing home cook, stopped to chat Wednesday morning in Hendersonville, a town in the Blue Ridge Mountains of western North Carolina, a state Trump twice won that Democrats was waiting for the years. He said he was excited to cast a ballot in November, his third presidential election, but this time he was also weighing where Harris and Trump stood on reproductive rights. It's not really cool, he said, that he will have power over women's rights. Hernandez said on a former president whom he supported in 2016. That is up to women. I feel like all should be up to women. While he said he was uncertain whether abortion rights will be a defined issue for him, he said Harris' strong showing at the debate over Trump suddenly make him take her far more seriously. He said he will study both candidates and reach a decision just before the election. While support and excitement from a wide cross-section of women sustained Harris after her rapid rise to the top of the Democratic ticket after President Joe Biden stepped aside, advisors acknowledged that more men are open to persuasion in the closing strength of the race. Walz often speaks of the former high school coach he once was, as well as a father and husband when addressing abortion rights. Go out to all of your neighbors and make the case on this, Walz said during a weekend stop in Wisconsin. Do you want J.D. Vance deciding about your wife and daughter's health? Or will rather just leave it up to them to their doctor? He asked. His frequent retort on abortion rights, imploring people to follow a Midwestern golden rule of minding your own damn business, struck a chord with Toby Pierce, who came to see Walz at the rally here on Tuesday night. None of your damn business is my motto now, Pierce said. It is a wonderful way to talk about the whole abortion and reproductive rights. Pierce, a retired consultant, goes door to door as a volunteer Democratic cast hunter. He said that he encountered Republicans too, some of whom are receptive to his message, while some are not. This year, I'm going to come down to a question of decency, Pierce said. It used to be, who do you want to have a better with? Now I think the country is at a different place. In a rain-soaked rally for Walz, Alice Vigil and Kevin Miller say they both believe Trump exhaustion could help Democrats make inroads in battleground North Carolina, offering anecdotal examples to make their case. I'm seeing a lot of less Trump flags in our parking lot, said Vigil, who works at a hardware store. I'm seeing a lot more of my stuff who used to be for Trump who are a little more excited for pushing Trump away. Vigil, a military veteran, said he hopes camouflage hats for Harris and Walz were more on one example of how the Democratic ticket has become more popular among men. But Miller said he still believes Democrats face an uphill battle around many voters in his state. In North Carolina, it's probably still a challenge with the rural areas, Miller said. They just don't trust anything. And on the other side, but I hope going to be a surprise, and there will be a lot more men than we think. Walz has been in the forefront of the Harris campaign, page to union members on labor groups, key areas in which to try and expand their support among white working class voters. Those efforts were dealt on Blow Wednesday when the International Brotherhood of Teamsters said it will not formally take sides on the race between Harris and Trump, The first time in nearly 3 decades, the union has not endorsed a presidential candidate who also shows he is comfortable relating to voters through sport. He leans into the football couch persona when giving a pep talk to supporters at campaign rallies. That will work just as well as a locker room. And he often ties to campaign's core argument to the local sport teams, whether he's speaking or he did on Superior, Wisconsin last weekend. The personal choices and the personal freedoms, we respect it. We respect it. We may not agree with it. We may not agree with that. Look, I get it. There is some of you choose the Packer over the Vikings. That's your choice. He told the Wisconsin audience, which playfully jeered him in response. We don't have any Super Bowl rings, he replied with a smile. Just give me a moment. Walz rose on the Democratic ticket despite Harris' campaign brother outstretched to blue-collar voters. Campaign regularly played out Harris and Walz's working-class roots, pointing it to the Minnesota governor's previous roles as a public school teacher. Harris has a brief stint working at McDonald's while in college. Walz himself often draws a sharp contrast between Harris and Blinken and Trump's while speaking to working-class audiences. You can simply picture Donald Trump working at McDonald's, trying to make it a McFlurry or something. He told government employees union members at their convention in Los Angeles last month. Part of the Walz appeal to make voters came from his aesthetic choices. Granted that in play by Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar during her speech at the Democratic National Convention was often his trial in a camouflage hat and casual gear. He reinforces his brand as everyman by referring his ordinary personal life on the trial, whether it's sharing his stories about his dog Scout, or as is that one recent interview, stressing the importance of properly maintaining rain gutters. I try not to be judgmental on people, but when I see a well-tended gutter, I say a lot about himself, a lot of somebody, about somebody. He told Karine Rahma, host of the Subway Ticks social media interview series. No, I think gutters are a big thing. They really matter. That exchange underscored how the Harris War campaign is seeking to appear a non-political programming, hoping to reach young voters who are less partisan and disengaged from politics. But the Trump campaign is also targeting many of the same voters, particularly young men whose decision whether to vote and for whom could be a turning point in the election. For the next 7 weeks, even as Trump and Harris work to keep their respective bases fired up, the pursuit of undecided and non-committed voters at the center of strategies on both sides. Women make up a slim majority of the electorate, but the degree to which Trump can hold on to male voters could determine the outcome of the November election. Okay, it's always interesting to read aloud the news in the morning. Thank you very much, you guys. I think I need to take a break. I see you guys later on, anytime, okay?